burn his tongue as usual. That's what we like to see. Now, that was a pretty good one. My turn now. Let's have a see who can do the best one.
I made it
I don't
early,
have anything to say.
Oh, did you? Okay,
so I
let's
didn't
try.
burn myself.
Root, have you got one? Or are you just a
I
hat
can
trick?
just try and slurp this juice.
Juice?
Yeah, that sounded weird.
It
Sounded
did,
quite
yeah.
hollow, that.
Yeah, yeah.
Going back EQ smooth.
Absolutely. So Root's a child, basically. 5-year-old drinking his juice.
Juice, yeah.
Juice box. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Yorkshire Tea XP, brewed in the heart of Yorkshire by 3 MFL-obsessed managers. Myself, Big Mr. K, Rootcoors, and Bruce Leet. So, as always, we're not pundits, we're not pros. This is not financial advice. We're just 3 lads with a shared obsession for progression, tactics, and agency building in MFL. Each week, we'll bring you laughs. We definitely did last week. Insight, chaos, definitely last week. And cuppers. You may have noticed those already. Tracking our journeys from raw to rare and beyond. So, chaps, how are we both doing? Are we doing well?
I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit discombobulated by the fucking clocks going forward. That's a bit weird, but it is cool. We're sat here at, gone 6 o'clock and it's still bright outside. It's just been really shit weather where I am today. Like,
It's been weird.
Yeah, same.
Really shit weather. It seems to have cleared up now, but all day it has been so bad. I've been freezing all day.
Yeah, it's weird. Same for us today. We've been out a few times and stuff, and it's like rain, then suddenly sunshine, then rain again, a bit of sunshine, then a big gale, and then more sunshine. It's just weird. Spring. How are you doing, Root? You all good, mate?
Great until I had to come back home on Thursday to this shit weather that Bruce has just been describing.
Yeah, there is that. Did you actually have any holiday with the missus, or did you just spend your holiday on Discord?
Yeah, a bit of both.
I'm just
Bit of
clarifying. Like, honestly, you were in every bit of content, anything that was
So
in
good to
MFL,
do that.
all the time on Discord. It was like, are you actually talking to your missus when you're on holiday? Like, spending any time with her?
Yeah. Well, when we're when we're near the pool, I think she can read like 2 or 3 books in a day,
Right.
and I can't be doing that. So I'm
Fair.
either in the pool or drinking beer or on my MacBook. So in and
Fair.
out the shade.
Hey,
So
did you have a good time?
the holiday was actually so good. To be fair, we were proper chill. I think
Nice.
it was the first one in a while we've both come back and gone, we didn't want to come back.
Where did you go? Because my fucking wife keeps asking me, "Oh, where's Root gone? Where's Root gone?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Why would I ask that? It's what women
Went to
do, though, don't
Lanzarote.
they? They want details and shit. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
on holiday. That's it. So where did you actually go?
Lanzarote.
Lanzarote. Ah, okay, nice.
It's like those comedy skits where it's like girls phone each other and ask like, "Oh, so what you up to?" Imagine if you did that to one of your bloke mates. Like, what the fuck you talking about? You phoned me. I was doing nothing
yeah.
until you phoned me.
Yeah, guys definitely don't just do that. What are you up to? What the fuck are you
No,
doing?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
what are you ringing me
So
for?
what you doing?
How are you feeling today? Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, I would also argue, like you were saying, it's like you said it's the best one you've been on, like what, this month? Like
Last quarter, the last quarter.
right, yeah, the best one of the year so far, basically.
Yes.
So where are we going next month?
We're not going away next month, actually. We'll be going away potentially the month after, maybe.
Knew it, mate. If you can do it, you make it work.
May or
Why the
June.
hell not?
He's technically going away in April if you're going to the meet-up, aren't you? So that's like his little mini in-country holiday. So you can't
Are
have
you
another
going?
holiday.
I haven't had a
That's like-
confirmation from Root if he's going.
I haven't
or
had a
not yet.
confirmation for myself yet, because I still haven't
Oh.
had a confirmation for the work thing. I am technically going to Scotland in April, but that is a work thing, so...
See, for me, being technically unemployed right now, and I'm now studying to do a new qualification in cybersecurity and stuff, so I'm like beavering away in the background because I've got a guaranteed job at the end of it. I'm in a weird situation with the meetup because it's like I could go, but I've also got to be sensible with my money at the moment. So I'm a bit like, and London is so expensive. It's ridiculous.
That's the thing that's put me off is London. I think if it was up north, it was cool. So I've said I'm not going to go to this one, but I know Amreezy's coming in a couple of months' time, and he's going up to Scotland, and they're going to meet up with Kev and Hoodwink and a few others, I think. And me and my wife, I've never been to Scotland. I've never been to Edinburgh.
I haven't, to be fair.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go up and make a long weekend of it, and me
Nice.
and my wife will go up. I can go do the meet up with Hoodwards and Kev and all that, and Emreezy and stuff. And she'll just chase her in the hotel, but we'll make it an entire weekend like me and her. So I think we're going to do that. I think that'll be better. Edinburgh is nowhere near as expensive as fucking London.
I have been challenged by a couple of community members to put together the North MFL meet. So that is on my little tick sheet of things to figure out.
Yeah.
Maybe towards the summertime with enough notice to give people plenty of notice to do it. That isn't an official announcement, by the way. I've just been challenged to do it.
Tour around the MKM Stadium, yeah?
I was more thinking somewhere like York, where it's quite good trains. You are?
They let you in for free. They're glad to have people visiting.
Yeah.
You want to come and look at our stadium? What?
You want to come in? Okay, come on. Speaking of the sort of meet-up anyway, the UK meet-up down in London that Jimbo's been organising, I need to make a decision this week, basically. Make that decision and then let him know, because I don't want to mess him about and stuff. But yeah, still up in the air on that one. But yeah, so last week it was chaos because Root, your connection was hilarious. Didn't quite transfer as accurately into the recording.
Weird. Yeah, it put him in time on the recording.
It did. Yeah. The recording, it made sense, but in terms of what we were receiving, there was a real delay. Yeah. It was hilarious, but it made the pod hilarious. But this week, you're back at home.
I was super frustrated. Yeah, it was super frustrating because when I watched it back, I was like, I could have just left my camera on because Riverside did an amazing job of keeping everything pretty much good. Yeah. And I turned it off, obviously, to just see if that helped with the sound, and it was... The delay that was on the video that went out was nowhere near as bad as what we experienced. No. Because I was getting it the other way as well.
Yeah, we were getting stream. We get stream delay, but the recording synced everything up. So clever. I didn't mess around with it. It just worked. But the season has finished. Season 12 is in the past. It's in the books.
Whoa. I've still got a team in the playoff.
It's in the past.
Yeah, but this is coming out on Tuesday. This is coming out on Tuesday. It's done. It's over.
Yay! No!
So... It sounds like a good point to jump in with club check-ins, like where are we up to, what's the crack? If you're happy then, Root, to kick us off if you've got a match this evening, do you want to take us through how this season's gone? Quick summary. I do believe, we might as well plug it, you did a bit of content with McBride. I've not had a chance to have a look yet, but I saw you posting about it.
Yeah, he kind of messaged me a couple of days ago saying, do you want to do something on Sunday to wrap up the season? Yep. It ended up being more of a talking about MFL and where we're at with MFL. And
nice.
He did a bit about the promotion and stuff like that they've currently got on, and then we kind of did very, very quick on the clubs. I did mine. I think I only did Dockside and showed one other, but that was in terms of showing what you can do if you just start at the bottom. You don't need to, you can get $1 or $2 players.
As I say, he's on YouTube. Is it McBride Ace? He's on YouTube, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's his YouTube name. I'm just literally about to check. So we might as well plug it for anybody who hasn't come across McBride's content yet. McBride Ace, all one word. If you want to check that video out of Root and McBride. But yeah, Root, kick us off.
Yeah. That was me getting an offer rejected on another young player, trying to battle through. Right, cool. So, it all actually kind of went to plan for the most part.
Nice.
So I'm not going to go into these clubs at the bottom, but all the Flint clubs stayed in Flint. Nice. Some of them got quite good cup runs. All the Spark teams stayed in Spark. A couple of good cup runs. Quite happy with how that turned out with the MFL. I think I ended up getting about 55,000, 50-something thousand like that in the end. And I've got 50 left. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with it yet. Depends how many people I have to put in Dev Centre in the end, to be fair. And then I'll go through these guys at the top. So, Rum lads.
Oh, great job getting them relegated, lad. What a great job.
The thing is, they're not even a stacked Spark Ice team. They're just...
Not at all. Like, Jesus. Like,
do you know what I mean? Well. I know some of these have got progression in the season as well, but only like +1, +2.
Yeah.
So overall, they are not a stacked Ice team. So they have just done phenomenally well. I think if we remember back at the beginning, they were tipped 4 down here. And I was like, will I survive? Will I not? And I have quite comfortably, really. But I'll just keep, at the end of the day, I'll just do exactly. They'll probably keep the exact same team pretty much. Well, that just depends on what happens with the Bulls, or I'll come to after Panthers. So, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that. They didn't go that far in the cup, but yeah, finished a lot higher, which obviously gave me a bit more MFL. Panthers, which are the strongest one of those 3 Ice teams, finished 5 points out of the playoffs. Again, I don't think these guys weren't rare at the start of the season. They both tier broke this season. So again, not much better than the other side, but slightly better because, they're bound to be if I've got 3 clubs in ice. And then the surprise package at this level literally was the Bulls, like massively, because again, they were all predicted in that bottom half. They've somehow got second. We lost and then won on penalties, dramatic win. And now we've obviously got a final game in the Stone playoffs at 8:15 tonight. These are sort of like the mid of the team. So again, 64 rated defender I'm playing on a rotation as well. 67, 71s. So again, not strong for ice, but just there or thereabouts. If they go up, the only good thing if they go up, which I'll just jump around a little bit, is I do have a chunk of players that will go into Stones. I've got all these that are in Dockside, but I have got like this guy loaned out, this guy loaned out, some of these guys loaned out, the Yorkshire Tea guys. So some of these will go into the Bulls just to see if they can fight relegation, because I just don't want to give up, but I also don't want to go out and really invest in loads of players, because I think just touching on Dockside next, champions, which is unbelievable. Just again, did not expect to be champions. I thought we'd be 3rd or 4th. For a Stone side, I think they are fairly decent, but not OP. Still, but a fairly decent Stone side. Probably would maybe expect them. I don't know how they'll perform in Iron when they go up, because they're probably going to be relegation battling. But we'll just see how that pans out. But yeah, they're going to be in Iron.
You'll do all right for that squad. You'll do.
Yeah, I'm not investing in any more players. I'm just going to keep this exact same.
Yeah, they'll do all right.
18, and then like you say, in the Bulls 18, it should be all right, because some of these lower players will just sit somewhere else, and then I'll bring in those players from my club. I think you're going to go through RonJon clubs as well, Mr. Kane.
Yeah, because we've got the RonJon Challenge to sort of come together at the end, so we'll do that. Speaking of which, just on the point about Stone strength teams, I got one of my Stone teams went up as champions, and the best 16 average was 75. And that is with progression this season. I've just checked now. It was around the 74. Yeah. It depends on your league. Depends who else is in there. It can be a bit of a mixed bag. And same with Iron, mate. Like some of my Iron teams, best 16 average, I have no idea what my weakest one, which was the Owls, went up through the playoffs. But even then, they weren't silly strong.
No.
You might just need a tiny little bit smattering of quality here and there, but you could probably grab a loan or two.
Yeah, I think I've got this one guy down here on loan, but I have got a better striker than that in my agency. Yeah. Just someone wanted that striker. So I was like, well, you have him then if he's going to help you challenge for promotion. Yep. And then I just brought this guy in on a loan at the same percent. So what I was giving away, I was bringing, well, not exactly bringing back. But
I think you could look at that team, look at where you feel like you could just do with a tiny bit more quality. You will be able to get a favourable loan, especially with your networking, because that's the most important thing with loans. Of course it is. For a reasonable rev share. And even if you end up giving up to 15, 20% max... And you can finish higher at the league. It's worth it in Iron.
It's worth it, of course. It is.
Amazing keeper for the level as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Great start there. Great base.
Great, cool. And then the last thing I'll cover off with my thing is just where I've been at for prepping for next season. Brought in loads of players, just like lottery ticket $1 or $2 players that are at an age where they'll go into dev for 4 seasons, and they'll come out, and probably even after 4 seasons, if they were deadwood and didn't progress, I'll probably get. If they were $1, I might get the $1 back or half of that, and if they were $2, I might get the $2 back or half of that. Even when they've got 4 years on their age, I'm not going to lose that much. And if any of them pop off, then they'll either feed into my Flint or Spark teams to replace some of the ones that inevitably might be starting to retire. That's the whole plan of those, really. I do love the dev centre. It's one of my favourite things to do is stick them in dev and see how they get on. So yeah, there's just a chunk in there. The ones that are for sale, the ones that you can tell, these are the ones I got when I did a few packs. These are all the other ones that I got, just managed to get them off the market for the same price that these packs cost me. So I just don't have any pack luck whatsoever. So I'm not opening packs. Which is why
I'd even put those 26-year-olds in Dev Centre, mate.
If they don't sell, they'll go in Dev Centre.
I was going to say, they could, if they've come out minted at 26 and they've got any progression, they will get there quick.
Yeah, and we did that last time. I think when we had a discussion last season, I think I put 3, maybe 4, 26, 27, 28, 26, 27-year-olds in, just because why not? I just did them for 3 seasons, just to see what happened, really.
Yeah.
I think I did the 28-year-old maybe for one season, but yeah, I'm quite happy just doing these just for a bit. I think I'm stopped now. Then I've got my 50,000. I bang all them in dev jail. I'll see what's left.
I don't know how you haven't bought a rare pack already, because
well, this is where I'm at. Like, I don't.
You should do it right now and open it on the pod, mate. Just in my opinion, I think that's what you should do.
Your opinion.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'm trying to resist.
The thing is, it's like 47,000 MFL, and
what else are you going to spend it on?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I just don't. I know I could use the player. That's the thing. I definitely could use the rare player.
Imagine you open it and you get an 84 striker.
There is a. I did have a look earlier because it was just I scanned to see what's on there periodically, and there is a rare 80 to 84 player pack on the market, so you can guarantee what you need. That would get you an iron level player. Just saying. So is that a no then to that no?
Well, it's I don't know at the minute, and I think that's it. I think once we get to rollover, because I've got a bit of time. Once we get to rollover and I sort all my clubs out and have a look, a bit like you said, like just strengthen. If I've still got 48,000 sat there, I might just then on the next pod open it. I've never opened a rare pack before. I really would like to open one, but I also know my pack looks stinks. I'm minded to send it to Bruce for him to open for me because his pack looks a hell of a lot better than mine at the minute.
Are you fucking mad?
That was the joke.
Or you buy the pack and you keep an eye on the prices at the moment. If they're at 100, they sell. I've seen them sell for over 100. That is just putting that MFL into some cold hard cash to go out and get what you want and what you need. Yeah. So it's two ways you can evaluate. Yeah. If you don't need a lot and you just want a bit of fun, do it. If you need players, it's a sell to invest.
Yeah.
So
if I got it and sold it, like you say, for 100, 120, I know there's literally already probably three. I could probably get 3 players at 30. Something.
Right now, 100 to 105 is the average. If you list it for us 100, it'll go in list within a few hours.
Exactly.
Later in the season, we're talking 115 to 120-ish if they sell. It's just, but you want to make sure they sell, obviously, because it's this season pack, otherwise it'll plummet in value. But yeah, that is potentially the way to go. No, it looks like you've had a good season, mate. Very good season. You're looking forward to Iron?
With Dockside. Well, if Bruce has just said there, and if you think the same, that it should be safe, then I'm quite happy because a lot of the players are still at a decent enough age. I don't want to invest in them at the minute, so I'd rather just see how the season goes. I think my headache just comes if Bulls go up to Stone, in the sense of, it'd be actually quite nice to have Iron, Stone, and a couple in Ice. But then I might just need another Ice club because I did want 3, 4, and 4. So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. Do you want to go next, Bruce, or do you want me to jump in? I'm pretty chill.
No, I can go next.
Go ahead, bud.
Let's get it done. Okay. So I'll go through my shitty pack look at the end. But as you can see, I have added a new club. Mamba Academy Austria. Took advantage of the promo, become a promo. It's a great promo. $20 cash back. I needed a new club. I was looking at who's coming out of the dev center. I don't like loaning players out, so I was like, you know what? Another fucking Flint club's not gonna hurt. Got some random. My wife looked at where Peg is, and it's got this. The like emblem is ridiculous. It's a unicorn, but it has like the weirdest, like it looks like a knob, a giant knob coming off a horse's head. It's fucking hilarious.
Right.
She wanted me to use it as the back.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
Why?
I've got to follow the little fucking like branding scheme. But
fucking let down.
It is. I might. No, it was so bad. I might get like told I have to take it off because it does look bad.
Right. So it's not a unicorn. It's a horse with a dildo. Right.
It's
okay.
A horse with a dildo. Yeah.
Well, that is just so. Oh, I can't believe you've let her down like this. I'm so disappointed in you, Bruce.
I had to follow the branding.
I almost called you by your proper name then, to let you know how disappointed I was.
So I'll go through all my teams right now, just the end of the season. This is Mamba Academy France, who were managed by Andy as a good one. He did all right. I believe these were like first or second projected. He came second, unluckily got knocked out in the playoffs, which is fine. They will obviously go back into Flint, and they've got a decent squad for Flint. They should really be going up. I think the problem... No, it's not this team. It's not this team that I was thinking of. But it's not bad for Flint. And as long as no one stacks, I think they should always be really challenging. So I'll talk to the managers who took them. I'll give them first priority. But all these Mamba Academy teams will be basically going out for delegation because I have zero interest in running them. I'll come to Fortress later. Mamba Academy Germany was ran by Clarinho, and I do feel bad for him because he's come mid-table, but I kind of pigeonholed this squad into the 4-1-2, the narrow basically, and he wasn't having a ton of luck with it. He didn't, perform how maybe you can see towards the end of the season he's got it. But again, I've got no issue with it. It's just here to survive. It's just a farm. So he did really well. Not overly mad about it, like not going up. I'm quite happy for it to stay there. This one was managed by Dan LFC, who, as you can see, absolutely murdered this division with this team. So this is now an ice team. Absolutely killed it. 7 goals conceded, 85 scored, only 1 loss. Like, what a performance. He did spectacular there. Really happy with that. Got an ice team, which is cool. It'll probably be a little bit stronger next season as well. Yorkshire Tea XP, as we already know, we went up. Undefeated, only 1 draw, 81 goals, 9 conceded. Absolutely smashed it. We got 8,780 MFL at the end, and as I said in the announcement on the Discord, I bought a 65 to 69 pack with it, and that's going to get raffled off. Just be aware, guys, that this is one of the packs I bought, so this is probably going to be a 28-year-old, 65-year-old with 23 pace or something. Just pre-warning you, but we will be giving that away later. Newton Heath finished in the playoffs. I was really happy with this. We did lose in the first round of the playoffs, got absolutely smashed. It's like we'd never played a game before in this. The thing about this team is all the players that I used in Yorkshire Tea XP were basically just rares I had left. So I put them in there, whereas those rares, I won't have to put them in Yorkshire Tea XP, so they'll probably go in here, which means next season these guys should probably do something very similar to what Yorkshire Tea XP did and get them up into Stone, because I'm not going to have a Stone team next season, which is for the first time in a long time. Fortress, this is the team that I use all of RonJon's players. Last day of the season, oh my God, it really came down to it, as you see. Just 1 on goal difference. We beat the guy who was in second 5-1 out of nowhere. We were really inconsistent. We played the guy who was above us at the time, smashed him 5-1. Just madness. We played up against Sid's Blues FC in the final of the Cup and got battered 3-0. But Stone title, Cup final, I'm quite happy with that. I've already sorted out the team for next season, who's going to be in there, and it looks nice. It looks really nice. So looking forward to iron with those. Rossonero Mamba came second. We went through to the second round playoffs. We're through. Iron team. My wife will be managing this team next season in Iron. It'll be her first time at that level. And I was just like, I'm going to put my strongest Iron players in here for her and just see what she can do with it at a higher level.
You're giving her any MFL?
You what?
You're giving her any MFL?
Yeah, I mean, she's not getting 100%, but she'll get some. But for her, who, she's going to have a Stone team, but the highest she's managed at is Ice so far. So, if I give her 20% of Iron revenue, that's going to be quite a lot for her.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just one more team I don't have to fucking worry about, honestly. Trust the process, Philly B, easy, smashed it. Guys already went on holiday on the last game of the season. We lost 1-0 to second. Didn't care because we was already clear. We'd absolutely dominated this league. Up into bronze next season, I will be keeping hold of this team along with the deal I have with RonJon and Trust the Partnership. I'll be keeping hold of this team in bronze. This is the other team, the Drama Queens. They also went up. Great, strong finish to the season. We played the bottom 2. We beat them both. Won by 3 points. It was a little close. It was a bit like, oh shit, are we going to manage to do this? Are we going to win the title? But we did. Never in doubt. They went up. Ricknild Rift had a good decent end to the season. You know, we took points. As I said last week, we drew with James, and then XVIX is, I think this is a fucking silver team. This is a super strong team. We took points, which helped Solid Lad get that title. The day I did that, I drew with him, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, I must have done Solid Lad a really big favour. And he ended up losing his fucking game. So thankfully, on the last game of the season, he managed to do it and get the title. So congratulations to him. These guys will be my weakest Iron team next season, because as I say, I'm going to focus my best players for this level on Rossonero and Mamba. So I don't know what's going to happen with this team next season, but you know, it's cool. I don't mind. It's just another MFL farm at a higher level. Clairvaux Castle, they did exactly what they do every season. They come second. They win the second round playoff. They're up to bronze now, out of nowhere. Somehow, I don't even have to try with them. They just get promoted at second. This team's going to have a really strong team next season, and what's really funny is it's sort of going to be like what Mamba used to look like. It's going to be Black Mamba's, for the most part, it's going to be Black Mamba's whole team, and I'm going to run a 4-3-3-D on them and just, rerun Mamba, but not on Mamba, obviously. So I'm hoping for good things with this team next season. And then last but definitely not least is Black Mamba. We came third. Got really tight towards the end. Seemed to slip up. 2 games lost in a row. We were all on joint points here at this stage here. It all came down to the last game. I decided I can't play 4-3-3 against Fredge. I had to go 4-4-2. Won 1-0. We then went into the next round, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep the 4-4-2. And won through in the third round playoff. We then come up against Rory, and I was planning to run a 5-4-1 against him, because I knew he was going to do 4-1-3-2. The only problem is fucking Doroshenko, the dickhead, the only guy who can somewhat play right wing back. In this game, he got his 5th yellow card, which completely fucked up my entire plans of playing 5-4-1 here in this game. And it was a stupid game. Watching this game was fucking stupid. It was back and forth, loads of chances. It went to extra time, and it looked like in injury time of extra time that we were going to score right in the very last minute. But obviously it wasn't to be. Massive overperformance. I should be happy. I'm not. Next season is definitely the revenge tour. All these guys that beat me this season, good luck next season. Because, we're getting up to gold with these guys, without a doubt. The team I have putting together looks disgusting. So I'm looking forward to that. Made a purchase this morning. Eckhard Wilk. Got him for $120. Even if he puts up the retirement flag, I'm happy to pay for that for the last couple of seasons. You may look at the positions and wondering what I've got planned for next season. That's kind of a clue right there, what's going on with Mamba. But as for my packs, I did share it in the Yorkshire Tea XP Discord. I'll just show what I got on here, because it's fucking frustrating. So, the guys I got were... I mean, they're all right players for Stone. These guys are both going to go play for my wife. Along with this guy, who's an 81. I got an 81 rated goalkeeper. He's 26, though, and he's also 5'9". So he's also going to go play for my wife. My reward packs seem to be financing my wife's team. Which is fucking great. Amazing. What about my teams? I need players that can go into my teams. That'd be real nice. But all my reward packs right now seem to be... I just keep getting players that are going to end up on my wife's team, and she's going to use them. So, fucking great. Other than that, I'm kind of glad it's over, because I'm sick of the 4-1-3-2 spam, if I'm honest. I'm tired of it. Though, from the little bit of testing I've done, it's going to carry on, I think, into the next season. It might not be quite as bad, but it's definitely going to carry on. The good thing is, I'm going to be playing formations that counter it. So
there are counters. There are definitely counters, and I do agree with you.
Is not one of them.
No, there's definitely counters to it. I think everyone, you can't argue this enough. You need to have enough flexibility to at least run more than one formation going into next season. It's a similar engine. At this point, it's similar. They've toned some things down, but it still exists. You can still make use of it, and it's still a very fairly similar engine. It feels like they've amended and or built upon the previous season's engine is at this stage. Obviously, we've not got the final build. Absolutely. We usually get a patch post rollover. We've had that more often than not, and then it's confirmed by the following Friday. So within 5 days, we should have an idea of the pod 3. So see what happens, eh? I'm going to keep testing. I'll probably keep having a chat with you, Bruce. Obviously, we like to do our testing and stuff. There's various other people we like to chat with, and we'll share thoughts and findings and stuff. And we just won't tell Root. It's fine. Don't need to worry about it.
There's no point telling me. It won't matter. It won't make a difference.
I think one of the main things I want to test, which is something that's been bad this season, is Highline. I want to see if it's still bad, and Controlled, because I didn't find a lot of success with Controlled in this current engine, and I want to test it to see if they've done anything for next engine. Because SR Monkey has said if you don't tell everyone to cross, you will score goals in other ways. So I think I need to test that, because
by the end of the season, good for me though.
By the end of the season, only 2 players per team were being told to cross more. They didn't need to tell anyone else because it was a team instruction, or they did it anyway. Sorry, Root. I feel like I told you.
No, it's fine. I was just saying I ran controlled all season on my teams, and
so did my wife.
The first time I've done that. I've never done that before, and it was great for me. When I ran it on balance, which would have been my normal way of running that thing, and then maybe having, controlled direct maybe on my strikers and control maybe on defenders, I just wasn't getting anywhere. But running everybody on controlled in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, well, it got it ticking clearly. So
yeah, I'd agree with that. Right then, let's do it. So obviously we're coming to Fortress. This is the team I was referring to, Root, about the Stone team that got promoted with this strength of team. Oh no, that was the Iron team. This is the Stone team that got promoted. I mean, it's not ridiculously strong, but as luck would have it, start of the season, the punishment for that season with the Yorkshire Tea XP, I randomly put a 4-1-3-2 together for this team. But they could play that and numerous formations, but obviously I tried to stick as much as I could too. Even though they tried to throw it away in the last few games and we lost the cup final, this cup final was frustrating. But yeah, so they got to the final. The other Stone teams, 1, 2, and 3, are all being delegated next season, because I've kept hold of them for now. I haven't made a decision if I'm going to keep them long term. Clarino, Danilasi, and a guy on here called Seamus Coleman, guy I've been speaking to quite a bit. Fairly new player, being really, really engaged in what he does and how he does it. Been chatting to him loads. He's been trying to work out how to get to a point of getting a license and how long it takes to do it, how much his MFL he needs to save up to be able to then sell packs to buy a license. So in my, as you may notice, Club Purge, I've gifted him a license with an arrangement with him running one of my Stone teams for a period of time for Nout. And we're going to work something back in regards to that. But he can get his foot in the door and get the ball rolling. Peacocks, they already won the league last time, but they won the league, they won the cup. So they're going up to bronze next season. Owls finished second on the last day. Me and Oromir drew, which meant I didn't win the league title. It was a 4-all draw. Then I won in the bronze playoff 4-1. But again, going for an iron team, Brew, in terms of strength.
Was it you against Oromir on a watch-along earlier in the season, which was
5-4.
Real...
5-4. Yeah, it's mental. And honestly, those are the only games my defence decides to go, what are we doing? And my goalkeeper goes, do I have to say, what do we have to use these? I don't understand. It was ridiculous, some of the goals I was watching in that game. But yeah, in terms of strength of team, though, Root, for a iron team, it's not that far off what you've got. Yeah, I've got a couple more here. Much. Yeah, a couple more up here maybe, but by and large, very similar to yours.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's definitely doable, definitely. Because I would argue that was my weakest. This one was hamstrung by being shoehorned into a 4-1-4-1 at the start of the season, but finished third and lost in the playoff fixture. We weren't not a stupidly overpowered team anyway, so again, quite happy with that. Keto they finished third. We've won the first playoff fixture 4-0, lost last night 3-2, deserved to lose 3-2. That was against that team where I said, they seem really good. Why did they batter me? And then I looked at the front three, and the front three seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. Yeah. So I faced them. It's fine. As it looks out, Taggart at the beginning of this season, said if I'm looking to get hold of it, he would take it. He's still interested in taking it. He wants to buy it with the idea of if Bosco ever does come back, he can look after it.
Yeah.
And I'm totally fine with that. So I'm going to honour that deal. Eindhoven, we managed to get rid of our slip up that we had towards the end of the season, like that game against Nep's team, where I played the wrong tactic. That was fun. We got knocked out, though, last night. It was a fairly close game in the silver playoff. We won the first one, lost the second one. Not the end of the world. The silver team that I share, co-own, got promoted, won the league on the last game of the season. And if I'm honest, we've had a look at what we've got resources-wise across the three of us. It's probably going to be a farm gold team next season. All the players that were in silver last season will be going to our own respective teams, and we'll have then a silver license next season to put our complete players back into, and it will give some of us more of a chance to continue to gather more quality to potentially do. We'll probably be a silver to gold yo-yo team while we do a shared ownership model. Istanbul, last season, given notice, obviously, handed that over. Lost the last game of the season. I just put out the people who needed more rotation stuff, but kept them up in the league, which I was quite happy with, and we did reach the semi-finals of the Cup. Dio's team, most frustrating game I would think I've had all season, because on the last game, BSC Barca were 4th, Mercenaries were 6th. Mercenary beat Barcelona. If I'd won, I would have finished 4th. Lost 1-0 to Basel at MFC. And this is the stats.
Oh my god.
His keeper played a 9.5, made 6 saves. He had 7 shots in total, managing a 0.5 XG, and only 4 of those on targets. The one on target, obviously, the keeper made 3 saves. My guys, we were all over them. Absolutely all over them. But this guy, every time there was a chance, he just saved it. I mean, 10 shots with that much high XG. There'll be an odd one that'll be quite a bit, but if you're going by the laws of averages, that's quite good.
Yeah.
If I'm averaging 0.2 on average per shot, that's high. I aim for 0.4, 1.4 and above, and I know I'm creating reasonable chances. So that was a frustrating one, unfortunately, because they had nothing to play for. They couldn't finish any higher or any lower. As I recall, no, they were basically landlocked into that position. They couldn't go any higher, any lower. This unfortunately beat us. They could have finished 4th. However, going into next season, I will be running a gold team for Bob, and I'm also going to be running a plat team for Dio as well.
Nice.
Been offered that, so I'm going to be exploring that option. Going on to, in terms of purchases, I know people have been looking at these sorts of things. I did open a couple of rare player packs. If you watched the Ramble last week when we did the reward openings, I went for a deal with all those clubs of mine that I was looking to offload with Trust, where we worked out attributed MFL. I got a normal Lego pack and a rare player pack. I think the player that I pulled from the first one was, because he got sold. Where is he? Because I was moving things around. Keep scrolling down. Oh god, I made a load of transactions. Effectively, I pulled a 85 rated 22-year-old Italian striker. Fraj got in touch the following morning. He offered a price. I had a price in my mind. We negotiated, discussed it. He stretched it a bit, and I sold him to Fraj in the end.
That's fucking decent.
I'm happy with that price.
Yeah.
If he kicks on as the way Fraj hopes he would, he should be a good deal. It's whether if he's one of those that doesn't, then obviously it's a risky one.
Yeah.
It could go either way, that deal, but I was happy with that. The other guy I did get was, where is he? Mr. Garner, 24-year-old right back, 85 rated. Good all-round stats in general across the board. He's not far from progressing.
You just sold me a right back who is so similar to him.
Yeah, but mine's Lego.
Fuck you.
But overall, though, I didn't do well at the MFL, but I enjoyed the degenning of doing that this season. But I have then been going on to do a few things. I did open a rare player pack and got this guy, and I saw 17. I saw that, then saw his stats, saw like the dribbling and the pace, and saw the others, and thought, I've sold him. I basically, what I bought it for, I just sold it. Someone else can take that risk. In terms of purchases, bought this chap as a striker, another striker, because obviously I moved one on. I was quite happy with that. He's got really old ID number. He progressed again last season. I like his profile. I know he's weak in his pacing and his physical, but who cares if we're going to just go punching up bronze next season with my lead license with this chap.
Is he winning bronze?
Yeah, because I was building a gold team, and we discovered very early on, even with all my players, there wasn't enough around it
to make
it work. So we're planning to farm gold this season. I'm planning on getting my league's license as high as I can. So all my big hitters are going to bronze next season. So sorry, bronze. Sorry, bronze. Did I make any other purchases? These were just some sort of like, I need to fill out a few spots, and they were decent prices and old IDs. People selling players off, deals for people. Did I buy anybody else? No, but I've got a number of deals lined up, basically, depending on how other people's situations pan out now. Root, how's our friendly going? I've no idea what I've got set up.
Not good.
I was messing around.
For one, I didn't do it on the new match engine, which is what I wanted to do, because you always have to tick that little toggle.
Yeah, and I'm playing this one, which isn't bad.
I just wanted to compare how far, because I think your attack is like
probably stronger.
Maybe, or
yeah. What I would say, mate, is you're doing it on the current season engine, do it on the new season, like you say, and see how much difference there is. That would be interesting.
That was the plan, was.
Yeah. If you want me to change anything, let me know.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I wish at a certain point, when Experimental comes out, I know this season's still on, but like I just wish it just default. The amount of friendlies, I just sometimes forget to hit that toggle.
Tell me about it. So I'm constantly checking here for potential deals. I've got a massive watch list at the moment for various things, and I'm also scanning here because if a silver license comes up, I will be proposing to the lads we get a silver license, run that for the season, then we can just yo-yo silver and a gold constantly season on season until we're in a position to do what we want to do. But I've also told the lads, once my league's license gets to silver, that is my priority. And then I will continue to help past that point and we'll see where we land. So, yeah, I've got a number of people on here now. I am considering moving this guy on, just in terms of what I've got and what I'm going to use and how I'd use him.
If it was last season's engine, I would have snapped that guy up. But
yeah, I am considering moving him on. And I've got a lot of young players in here that I can make use of. And I keep teasing McBride, by the way, Root, going, look at all my young players. Is there any chance you're interested in anyone, just to see if I can draw up a bit of value? Of which I think he's interested in a couple, but he's not circled back to it yet. But hey-ho.
It was quite funny. Sorry, I was going to say, it was quite funny on the thing I did with him this morning. This will go out after it's been out a couple of days anyway.
Yeah.
We were looking through some of my players, and it's quite clear that not only does he sell late at night, he buys late at night. So even though it looks like he paid a lot, he probably overpaid, he was saying. So then, I have massively underpaid, but then it just looks so much more extreme. I said, like, looking at most of these purchases when I've bought them, you literally bought them at a similar time of night, X months or whatever before. So it was quite funny. And everyone I was clicking on is like, I recognise that player, I was like, yep.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Yeah, it's very strange. I'm just thinking, while I'm sharing my screen, one of the things we're going to be going on to today is we've got RonJon Challenge. We've got a couple of different snail races we need to do, such as the Yorkshire Tea XP MFL, that reward pack. I've got my giveaway that I promised the community, so we'll be doing that. And was there a third one, chaps?
GeoGuessr.
That's the one. Yeah. So we will need to go into those. I would advocate, while I've already got my screen shared, I've already loaded up the RonJon teams, for example, as we go through. So, Bruce, I believe you've been given the criteria from RonJon. Root, if you're happy to tally up as we go through, I'll navigate between screens and we'll try and fire this one out and see who is this season's RonJon Challenge winner. For the record, for the listener, we've got Bruce was our inaugural winner of the RonJon Challenge. Then it was myself last season. Is that right? How many seasons have we done that now?
We've all won it now.
We've done three. The second season was mine. Third season, as in last season, was Root's title. Yeah. So it's now for the bragging rights. See who is gone ahead in the RonJon Challenge. So, Bruce, do you want to take us away?
Before you start, Bruce, apologies. Can you do, has he got any, I can't remind me, has he got any special ones?
He's got the conditions that are like separate from the 10. Yes.
Yeah. Can we do those first? Is that
yes.
Right?
Let's do it.
Okay. So following conditions will receive a +1 for each achieved condition and be in effect every season moving forward. So first one, league champions.
That would be Bruce is a league champion. Root finished second, just so everyone's aware, and I finished a lowly 5th.
Yeah. So that's a point for me, please.
Yeah.
I know I've got all 3 of these ones as well.
Okay.
League Golden Boot, Playmaker, Golden Glove.
Right, let's load that up. Flint League number 3. So you've got...
Oh, he beat me on the final day! You motherfucker!
So you tried to snag it. He's got the assist one, and the goalkeeper. Yeah, he's got that one.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's go over to Root. Let's have a look at your league. There we go. Goal scorer. Nope, that was someone else in the league. You did have second. We've got... Oh, you've got the assist. You've got the assist one. Escamilla. And goalkeeper, a new.
How's there only 3?
I know. I don't know what's going on. It might be how many games they've played because they have to qualify for a certain number of games, don't they? With mine, I sincerely doubt I've got a damn thing. New. Ooh, almost, but new. Right then. So that was what 2 points for Bruce, 1 point for Root.
Yeah.
3 for Bruce in total. It's okay.
No, because I didn't get the striker.
Yeah, but you got the first thing, didn't you?
Oh, right, yeah.
So you got 3 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is top 3 finish. So that's 1 for me and 1 for Root.
Correct.
Next one, which I know I don't have, is making IMFF knockout rounds. Did either of you boys make it? I know I did not.
Round
of 16?
Round of 16, point for Root. I don't think I did. I think mine finished quite unfortunate, as I recall. Because I thought, I'm through. No, didn't make it through. As I recall, was that the right one? No, it's not that one. It's this one. I think I finished on joint points. It was a really low one. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
It was that one. It was that one.
Okay.
Cool. So, point for Root.
None of us made the cup final.
No.
So, yeah. Okay, so now we will do the 10, which are randomised by RonJon every season.
This is where I win. Come on.
So, number 1 is left mid MVP. The left mid with the highest season match rating, minimum 14 games.
So this chap had 7. He's a right mid. You haven't got one, I don't think, that qualifies.
One. Yeah, I use wingers in this one mainly. Yeah.
Cool. So Mr. Root.
Wouldn't bother checking.
Yeah.
He's a left mid.
Oh.
He's only got 12.
Wounding. I have no idea. Well, if I've got a left mid and he's played enough games, I've won, haven't I?
Yeah.
Basically. Hang on.
Oh, 12.
I don't.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, the easy low flying through. No, him. Yes. Yes.
Oh,
right mid, left mid. Yeah.
Mr. K. Nice.
Come back on. Let's do it.
Okay, number 2 is the lost his head, and that is the player with the most red cards.
Most red cards.
Obviously, if we tie, we both get the points.
Performance. Nil point. Did I get any? I don't recall. Share my tab. No red card. Oh, no, 1.
Ah,
yes! Come back.
Masters. Look at us, fair play masters. No red, barely 1 red card between the 3 of us.
It's all good.
Okay, the next one, number 3, is the wall. Goalkeeper with the least amount of conceded goals, minimum 14 games.
So, 21 games, 26 conceded. Okay. So, we go to this one. Oh, Mr. Root. Not enough games?
Wait, enough. 14. 14.
Fine, yeah.
How many games do you have to play?
14 minimum.
I thought I had 15 in my head for some reason. Goalkeeping, 26. That'll be mine.
Root.
That's Root.
Wow.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Number 4 is Birdman, player with the most fouls suffered.
There we go. Fouls suffered. So we've got 55 for your guy there. Attack, fouls suffered, 49. So Bruce is still winning at the moment. Attack, fouls suffered, 41. You win.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Number 5 is the turnstile, player with the most dribble passed.
68 for Kumagai.
Come on, guy.
Come on, guy. Hi.
Hi.
Dribble pass. 67. Oh, by 1. Dribble
Whoa,
pass.
whoa.
My guys have been dog shit. Oh, yeah! Yeah!
That is bonkers.
Jesus Christ.
141.
There's
My
another
guys
one
were
with
great.
120. That's insane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, number 6 is the Iron Horse. Player with the most matches played. It's going to be a goalkeeper, isn't it?
21.
Yeah, it's got to be a goalkeeper.
20.
mine.
22, Mr. Hepburn!
You are
Yes!
coming back. You are coming back.
Oh, you can't see that, sorry. Yeah, 22.
Do you want to do a stock take on the numbers before you do the last 4?
Yes, go on then.
So I'm on 4.
Oh.
Mr. K's on 4.
Woo!
And Bruce is on 5.
Ooh, so close. Jesus Christ. 4 more criteria. Now, this one, we're going to have to look into this one properly. This is number 7, and this is called Meta Jesus. Or Meta Jesus, whatever. Player with the most chances created and successful crosses combined total. So most chances created and successful crosses added together. Yeah.
Where the fuck? Passing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Chances created.
So 40 plus 17.
No,
Yeah, he's
is it successful crosses?
Yeah.
Yes, successful crosses.
So you got 57
57
on that one.
And he's going to be the highest.
That looks like it, yeah. 57.
So 57.
So passing, chances created, 73 plus 60. So what, 133?
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Passing, chances created, new.
I'm like
Hell,
literally,
that is like war, like blowout. That
I'm like the opposite of what Mr. K was with the dribbles pass.
That's the guy with all the assists. They got the assist record.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right ball,
Jesus
like that.
Christ. Again, this is going to be a different one. It's 8 efficiency expert player with a game played and the lowest minutes played.
Wow.
Right, so we're going to be looking here.
Yeah,
So,
lowest minutes.
Sorted by lowest minutes, yeah.
so for 360.
360.
So we're looking for 360 to beat that. So I'll do
Someone's
that
played
one.
one game. They've got this.
You haven't changed your tab for us.
Sorry, Root, you've got 180.
That route. Yeah.
Okay, and then 360.
Yeah,
so
it's
Root,
Root.
you take it.
I believe that puts Root in the lead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
six to me,
Fucking
4
hell.
to Mr. K, 5 to you.
Here we go. Fucking Jesus Christ. Number 9. The Bruce Boot. Oldest player with a clearance.
Can my keeper count, please? Does he
Nope.
count?
Right, how can I look at this overview? I've put it in clearance order.
Yeah. Oldest player.
Oldest player. Where's age here? There we go. 32.
Well, older
33.
players. Yeah.
Hang on. Is that the
30.
best way to do it?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I can't see now. I can't see.
Hold on. Put them in age order. Put them in age order. So oldest at the top.
Thank you. That's going to make more sense. I scroll
Yeah,
up.
and
There
now-
we go. Attribute, performance, defense, clearance. So this guy who is 37.
87. Come on, old boy. Come on.
Right. So age. Okay, have you got anyone who's 30? You've only got a 36-year-old, so you can't beat that. And I don't think I've got a 37-year-old.
How many clearances?
Exactly.
Oh, no, hold on. If he's got a 37, if he's got a clearance, we tie. We both get a point.
Yeah, I think so. Defense, clearance. Yeah, he's got 50.
Right, okay. Just go over this before I read this last one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know what the scores are. Just go over it.
Okay. So 6 to me, 5 to Mr. K, and
Did he
6
not just
to
score
you.
a point?
I put his point on, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was 666.
No, it was 656.
Oh, okay. So hold on.
Right.
Last one is the young sniper. Youngest player with a shot on target. Not just a shot, it needs to be on target.
So I'm putting in
Sort
age
by
order.
okay, Yeah.
We'll do performance, shooting, shot on target. It would be that one, though, won't it?
Yeah.
How old was he?
So he
he's
is
23.
23.
Okay.
That's quite good.
And then we've got, again, let's do age, reverse that order.
Oh,
So
he's
23 again. So
Does he
if he
have a
has a
shot?
shot on target, attack, Yes,
He
2.
does. Okay.
And I think I've got a really young guy in my team, 19-year-old. Has he played though? Yes.
Yes.
Oh
So that
my
Mr.
God.
K. No fucking
Yeah.
way.
It's a tie.
666. What the
Yeah.
heck? That's
How do we
bonkers.
determine this?
Does he not have a tiebreaker? He had a tiebreaker another year.
But we did. What's the fucking chances of us having a tiebreaker, three-way tiebreaker? What are the chances?
Well, I'm just saying this is very shoddily put together by RonJon then. He's clearly put no effort in.
How can we tiebreak?
I think it should
Duck
be the
race.
person who finished lowest in the league.
Fuck off.
I asked RonJon if he wants to throw a tiebreaker in.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
message
hold
him, message him.
I'm not expecting him to answer straight away, but
Yeah,
No, I am.
Yeah,
I am while we're recording. Just let him know we're recording, we need an answer, and we can move on and see what happens.
Yeah, I
before we
cannot
finish,
believe we've had a three-way fucking tie.
I
That's
can't believe
insane.
it's 666 as well.
Hey, first time for everything. Podcast 3-way. Let's go. So, before we go any further, I think we best start one of these duck races that we need to get through. So, as to
Snail
which one we do
races.
first, Root, are you happy to lead the way on this one?
Yep. We'll
Grand.
do-
I don't
think-
mind which one we do first.
So let's just see. I've already loaded one up. So
Yep.
I have loaded up Bruce's. So if
Okay.
Bruce wants to explain again what this is, and then we'll kick. And I'm going to press start. I'm going to shuffle it a few times when it gets going.
Cool.
Okay. So as I said, it's the Yorkshire Tea XP. We wanted a community team, and it was like, we may as well just make the team we've got as a community team, because as we start getting up the ranks, it's going to be harder for Root especially to fill the team with our own players. So we're going to make it into a community team, very similar to what Solid Lad does with his
Loan Sharks.
loan sharks. That's it. So people will put in a player for 0%. At the end of the season, they will win whatever MFL has done. We'll buy packs and we'll send it to them. Obviously, this is the first season where I used our players, and I thought it's not fair if I just get to keep the MFL and these guys have to give up MFL. So I have just put out an announcement saying whoever reacts to it gets put in.
Yeah.
And the winner of this will get that 65 to 69 uncommon pack. It's to win more FFL. Some people might give shit players, but that's just going to get you less MFL at the end of the season. So it is in your best interest to make sure we've got decent players to get as much MFL as possible.
I've set a minimum
Hang
for
on,
next season.
we're finishing
Here we
off.
go.
Is that
No,
me coming
if
away?
you cannot win.
Go
You
on!
cannot win.
Go on! Come on!
Oh! Who's that? I can't even see that.
It should show us at the end. If you press the trophy, it should show us the
Yeah, I
list.
just had to move you guys.
Joe Watson.
19.
Watson. Excellent. Okay,
So
I
that'll
shall
be
in
his
touch with
Discord
you.
name, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in touch with you, sir.
Excellent. Now that didn't take too long. Shall we run the next one, or do you want to hang fire?
You can do the next one if you want while I'm doing
Let's
it.
jump into the next one then, because the next one, if we do mine, if that's all right, Root, so we can just get that boxed off. For mine, for transparency, I had said previously, massive overhaul, going to give one of the licenses to the community for various different bits and pieces. I ended up doing that big deal with Trust the Process, so I, after the fact, I realised that I said I'd do that, so I'm a big believer in my word, so I'm going to honour that. As a result, two choices if you are the winner. One would be you'll choose to have a license, and then I will look to get you a license and send it over your way, basically. Probably going to be Flint or Spark. If there's a nice one, it's a reasonable sort of option. I don't mind giving you a nice, but we can discuss that as well. The alternative is I can get you packs to the equivalent value of 50 for the license. That's how I'm viewing that. So we've got loads of people in this one, because I know loads of people reacted to what was going on in the post, because you had to react to the post in the Discord. So it looks like Root's having a few technical issues now. For some reason, it's logged him out by the looks.
I know, just one sec. It's logged me out.
Yeah, no worries. So what we'll do is we'll get everyone in the race again. We'll do another snail race. We'll run that one out. I will contact the winner probably Wednesday morning to let people have seen the pod, and then I can pick up the conversation with the individual who's successful. Not to spoil it if they have a chance to watch the pod and stuff. But if I message you in the morning and you're not aware, that means you haven't watched the pod, therefore I might rescind the offer. So just putting it out there. Just letting you know. Just putting you out there.
Nice.
And if you are watching this and want to take part in these things, because we're doing a weekly thing at the moment with a common player pack for being in the top 3, I believe, for GeoGuessr. You need to be in the Discord to take part in all these different activities that we are doing for various giveaways. The link is going to be all over the show, so make sure you are in the Discord if you are. We have seen a big surge recently, and we'd like to see some more. So, Root, when you're ready to rock and roll, mate, let's just get this show on the road.
I did notice that when we did these 2 announcements, we got a big influx of people, didn't we?
Well, that's fair enough.
No, it's cool. It's just
it's
good. Like, we got more people in. I'm well happy with it.
Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we'll sort this one out with the winner. I'll contact them or through Discord, and we'll work out what you'd prefer to do. That's totally fine with me. I think Bruce, you are representing your wife in this giveaway, as I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Just for transparency for viewers and stuff.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a few names in here. Jimbo trying to sneak his way in here.
When you were talking about the GeoGuessr, the more people that get involved in that, it's something that Hammer's wanted to do. And I've just said every week I'll just do a common player pack. I'll just chuck it in there. It's not a big deal. And then the idea is the more people that take place, the more people can go into a snail race. So like I was saying earlier, if there's 20 people or 30 people, however many take part, I'll expand that out to 5 or 10.
So Andrew Q steaming up from the back.
Hoodwink.
There's a few. There's quite a few. There's quite a few. It's tight.
And what?
Hudders!
What?
Hudders with the win.
That looked like Andrew Q.
I know. It looks like there's a bit of VAR should have been checked on there, but the system has spoken. So Hudders, I'll be in touch, mate. You can let me know what you prefer, and we'll get that sorted and sent over. But yeah, congratulations. We'll look to do end of season giveaway every season where we can with stuff like this. I'm totally down for running a bit of something and chucking something forward. Do you want to do yours now, Root, and talk about the GeoGuessr, or should we just get cracking and come back to it?
Well, should we just do it again while we're...
We may as well.
Let's get it done again.
Railway section.
So, what I will do is I will just load up the Discord, and I'll go to the GeoGuessr section of the Discord, and I'll quickly start sharing. Root, you can let me know when you're ready to rock and roll, and I'll stop sharing. So yeah, we've got our own GeoGuessr channel in the Discord, so if you do want to take part, make sure you're joining in. I believe Root has set up a process that if you activate that notification, it will give you an automated message to let you know when there's a new GeoGuessr challenge. We're doing it for people finishing the top ranking session, so you do need to be logged in so we know who you are and we can see what score you've got. The top 3, I believe, will be entered into a snail race every week, and the winner of the snail race will get the common player reward pack.
Exactly.
Have I missed anything there?
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Grand,
so
right.
I think, in the server rules, there's a post to reply to, and that'll put you in the GeoGuessr group. At the minute, we're doing at everyone, but I'm going to stop that after the next couple because I don't want everybody getting a notification about the GeoGuessr if they're really not interested. So you'll need to be in that group, and we'll at that group. So show a couple of screens. So first one is the leaderboard, just so people can see. So the people going into the race, exclude me, is Solid Lard, Zoot, and Joe Watson. Imagine Joe Watson picks up a double tonight. Yeah. So they're the 3 going into the snail race. Same setup as before. 3 people this time, 1 minute. And let's just see what happens.
Best of luck, chaps. So what we will have to start doing is, if we need to have a bit of a review of the results that someone gets, and we feel like Google has been involved, and in any way we feel like it can be determined, they'll have to get booted from this because we have to. I think people have to play authentically.
We're going to reduce the time from 5 minutes down to 2 minutes. I think because that'll just help that. But then I think James is going to review them as they get submitted. So I think as they go in, he'll sense check them, obviously, and then we get the final list together usually on a Sunday, some point on the Sunday anyway. Yeah. So the cut-off I did later today just because I thought why not. But generally I think it'll be a lunchtime cut-off. Then it works for James time zone wise as well.
Well, Joe Watson was leading the way quite a way through, and now Zoot and SLD are absolutely flying ahead. We're down to the last 5 seconds.
Oh, he's coming back.
Hang on.
Oh, it might be.
He's got his second win. Solid Lad.
Oh,
for the win.
Solid Lad. Congrats.
It's such a strange one because you don't see where there isn't a finish line, is there?
No.
It's just a timeline.
So, well played, Solid Lad. If you want to take part in next week's, you need to get involved in the Discord, and you need to get on the GeoGuessr channel, react to that announcement piece, that or is it news or announcement? Sorry, Brew, the one where you react.
I think it's in the server rules or something like
server
that.
rules.
Now. You'll find
if you
it.
can't find it, message Root at Root the General. He'll help you find it and stuff, and then you'll get the messages every week if you want to take part. It's just a bit of fun, and I know a lot of people are getting involved in that. I play it when I can be asked, because sometimes I can't. So there we go. Right then, gents. So we've done our club check-in. We've done the RonJon Challenge. We haven't found out who's won yet because RonJon has not really done his job properly. So never mind. Maybe next time. We've done the Yorkshire Tea XP giveaway for the club MFL. We've done my club/pack giveaway, and we've now just done the GeoGuessr for Snail Race. So that leads us into what we said we discussed this week. So normally we do Tactics Corner. We talk about someone's club specifically where we get the opportunity, but instead we're just going to talk through initial thoughts in regards to the new season's engine. And I think a bit of a topic around this came up in the Discord about if we were looking at, say, Football Manager and the player roles that exist in that system, can they be replicated in MFL to some extent? I would argue yes. Can you do all? It depends on your interpretation of the roles, I guess. But I think it's definitely possible. I think some engines you can really see the impact of individual instructions. Others, I don't think as much, is my personal opinion. But I believe yourself, Root. Bruce. Sorry, Root, give you a heart attack. Bruce, I believe you've been looking into this. So,
I have.
Do you want to go ahead?
I do. I will. I'll just share my screen just to start. But I have notes and everything.
I'm just going to excuse myself for 2 minutes, chaps, because I need the bathroom. But yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I've got notes and everything. I asked the community, is there any specific ones you want us to look at? And Kizmarlo asked for the Raumdeuter. I don't know if that's how you say it, Raumdeuter or something. And Dan LFC asked for the roaming playmaker. So those are the
Rudimenter?
two.
Rudimenter.
You what?
Isn't it? Is it Rudimenter? Rudimenter?
Raumdeuter.
Is that what it is?
Raumdeuter. Yeah, it's German. It's Raumdeuter.
Okay.
Yeah. So Raumdeuter is one of it's the Thomas Muller role basically, but this is one of those fucking things that you see on FM, and I've seen it a few times where they're like, "Why am I losing?" And they've got a Raumdeuter and a Segundo Volante and a Mazzala in National League South or something. It's one of those some people just use it and they don't actually understand what it means. But it is basically the Thomas Muller position, made famous by him, and it is, I believe, the direct translation is the space interpreter, and it is like a movement-based attacker who just doesn't come to the ball. He finds half spaces, constantly drifting into the little gaps, and it's like the key idea of it is that he arrives, he doesn't participate, he doesn't take part in the build up or anything. He just finds the tiny pocket of space, he gets the ball played to him, he scores the goal. That's basically what it is, and it's quite easy to put this together in MFL, I think. So key stats for it, I would say, are in this order: pace, dribbling, shooting, because it's got to be decent because they're there to finish chances, and physical definitely helps. It helps with duels and stuff like that. The ideal profile for this is fast, decent finisher, and doesn't need elite passing. And I've found, with the exception of the physical, but you can get away with this, I think, because it's got the other key parts to it. But I think this guy really fits the bill. Now, I would say this Raumdeuter, you could do it as a winger, like an inside forward. You can do it as a striker and possibly a centre forward. And these are the instructions I would use. Now, bear in mind that based on your own team instructions, you might not need all of these on. It's just these are the specific instructions I would use for this player to get him to fulfill this role. So I'll just scroll down. Yeah, it's as far as there. Okay. So as you can see, I've gone direct, and that is to encourage forward runs instead of building up. You don't want him in the build up, you want him in the box. Long shots, take less long shots. Now, with a guy like this who's got 94 shooting, I'd normally want him to take long shots, but in this role, you don't want them shooting from range. You want him getting into the box, into the tiny little pockets of space in the box and finishing. So take less long shots. Crossing, you go cross less often because obviously, like I just said, they're finishers. They're not providers, they are finishers. Dribbling, you either want it on balanced or dribble more, and that is completely dependent on player quality. Like, if he's not amazing at dribbling, just put him on balance. But you do want him to have some form of dribbling. Just if it's elite, tell him to dribble more. Passing risk, conservative, because again, you don't want him trying to create. He is literally there to finish. That's all he's there for. The critical one, obviously, is positional freedom, which is high, which, creates the roaming movement, letting him go where he wants into the spaces. And then attacking tendency, you want him on more offensive because this ensures constant forward runs. You don't want him to be coming back. You want him forward all the time. Out of possession, you want him on trigger press more often because it keeps him high and active. Aggressiveness, balanced, and clearances is irrelevant. It's not important at all. You basically, what you're telling him, you don't want him to build or pass. You just want him to move and attack space. That's all you want to do. And it works best when you've got space to attack and you have someone else creating the chances for him. I think in the ideal setups, as you can see, I'd have him here in a 4-3-3 as like an inside forward type position. You can have him in a 4-4-2 as well as a second striker sort of drifting about. And again, like maybe a 4-4-1-1 where you have the centre forward just roaming about and doing his own thing, which is almost like a 4-4-2. It needs a strong player, a strong playmaker behind them, and it needs fullbacks to provide the width. Otherwise, this just doesn't work. Some of the mistakes you can have on this is if it's a player with high passing, because it completely ruins it. You do not want them creating at all. They are literally finishers. That is it. You do not want them creating. So you want someone with low passing. You don't want them too central. You want them running around because otherwise it kills the space. And if you don't have your fullbacks pushing up, creating the width, then obviously that's, again, it's a problem. It's a big weakness for it. So that's the round data. And then we have the centre midfielder. And again, loads and loads of fucking instructions here, but some of these can be used team instructions based on, your own team instructions. So for the Roman playmaker, he's basically a mobile central creator. He drops deep, he drifts wide, he pushes forwards, he's always looking for the ball. He dictates the tempo, but he isn't fixed positionally. You want him he's like a hybrid between a centre mid, a cam, and a deep playmaker. He finds the ball and creates it. So the key stats you would want for a Roman playmaker is passing. Number one, non-negotiable, has to be amazing. Their passing has to be good. They have to have good dribbling because it helps them carry the ball. Physical, just for, stamina reasons, presence, winning duels in the middle of the pitch. And then fourth, I'd say pace. It's not critical. It's useful. It's not critical. Shooting can also, because I'd say this is sort of like a Bruno Fernandes, but I think Bruno Fernandes plays higher up and he can score. But it's kind of like that. If you watch Bruno Fernandes play, he's central midfield, but he goes wherever the fuck he wants, and he's just there to create. So yeah, the ideal profile for this is high passing, so high dribbling, so he's comfortable on the ball. You kind of want him to be an all-rounder rather than a specialist. Other than obviously that passing, the higher the passing, the better. So as we go into the individual instructions for this, for directness, I've put him on controlled, but it can be controlled or balanced, just to create structure, while still allowing the creativity. Long shots are balanced, dependent on the player. Crossing, balanced. Dribbling, you want him to dribble more because he will go out wide. He will, have the option to dribble. I noticed centre mids, when you keep them quite narrow, even if you tell them to dribble more, they won't, because it's just not a position for it. But this, with these settings, he should drift out and he'll have more chance to dribble. Crucial one, passing risky, because obviously it unlocks the maverick playmaker behaviour. And then the other one that is also crucial is obviously positional freedom, high, because you want him roaming about and going wherever. You want his attacking tendency on balance because you don't want him bombing forward and abandoning the midfield. You have to keep some sort of structure in the midfield, and he will roam, but if you just tell him to go forward, he'll stay forward and he won't come back. So I'd leave him on attacking tendency balanced. Trigger press can be balanced or more often. Aggressiveness on balanced, and clearances would put him on to play out of defence, and you're basically just telling him with these settings to go find the ball anywhere you want and just make things happen. Just get the ball, do shit. What it needs is, because this guy's so free and he's going where he wants, you need structure around him. So it's, you've got to play him with a holding midfielder, because if he's bombing forward and going wherever he wants, you need someone to sit in the middle and keep your structure and keep the defensive side of the game. What would you say? Like, I'm trying to think of a player who just sits back so that the other players can go and do their own thing. You'd need one of those paired with him. I think the best formations for him are 4-3-3. Any of them. If you're going to go in the 4-3-3 like this, I'd put him in the centre and have the two on the outside. Have one as a box-to-box and one as a holding. I think this would work in a 4-1-4-1 because it would help support the striker. And if you've got a DM who fits this profile, you could put him in a 4-2-3-1. Just make sure the other DM is the really defensive one. And you need more static players ahead to be there when he creates his chances. Big mistakes for this is, like I've just said, if you don't play him with a holding midfielder, a defensive-minded midfielder, it's just going to create massive gaps in your midfield. If you try to do this with a guy with low passing, it's just pointless because he can't play mate because he's got shit passing. And obviously the high freedom is essential for him to be a roaming playmaker, because otherwise, if you don't have him on the high positional freedom, he's just a normal centre mid. So yeah, that's my outlook on this. I think there are many, many more that I could replicate. It was just these were the ones that the community suggested, so these were the ones that I really went into. But I think it's very possible to just, if MFL wanted to do a drop down of like, yeah, okay, you can do a drop down, and these individual instructions automatically pop up for you. I think it's very, very possible. Yeah,
it'd be quite cool if like you say, you could do the drop down, it pre-populates like that, and then you just tweak it.
You can tweak it.
You've got a base. I think that'd be super cool. Like you say box to box midfield or whatever, because as long as you know what attributes you need, then because just picking the drop down's not the be all and end all. You still need the right player in the right place to do it, don't you?
That's why I said that, because it's like I can give you these instructions, but if you've got the wrong profile, it won't help. Like you need the precise profile to take advantage of it.
I have a feeling people will be asking more for that to happen, be done.
We're only doing it this week because we don't have our usual tactics. But it is something we can look into in the future if we've got an off week like this where we can do. Because I fucking love it. I love doing it, like going into it and like.
Well, that's how I view my team. I start looking at the balance and the symmetry through the attacking thirds and the defensive thirds.
Yeah.
But then I'm also looking at who I've got there, how to make use of them, how does it pair with this guy and that guy and the attackers, and in my head, does it make sense? I'll be honest, I don't want MFL to bring in a situation where you can go, I want my striker to be an advanced forward, and it presets some stuff for you. I don't want them to preset anything tactically. If you want to set tactics, you do it yourself. You put the legwork in, you put the time in. I don't want defaults. I mean, by all means, if they bring them in, they bring them in. I'm not going to complain that they've done them, because if I know you're running defaults, I know exactly what settings you're running.
Yeah.
Like, I think there is pros and cons with that.
I think it'd be helpful for new players who come in, like, because for us, it's easy. We go in and we're like, yeah, we're going to tactics. We're going to.
I was a new player, though. I was a new player, but I was willing to commit and go, I'm going to work out how this works. I'm going to work out what works for me. I don't like shortcuts to that, is my personal preference.
Yeah.
I don't like, you could have a scenario where, okay, you're putting in, I don't know, a 4-4-2. How do you want that to be? Do you want it to be a solid defensive 4-4-2? Here's the default, how that works.
Yeah.
Like, where do you draw the line with that? Or, I don't know, you're playing 4-2-3-1. Do you want Gengham pressing? Here's the settings. No. Because you can have that in Football Manager.
Yeah, you can.
They do that. Fine. But I'm not competing against another person. I'm playing against an AI. So by all means, handhold at that point. This, because it's against direct opponents, I think you should have that differentiation, which is, yes, quality of players, but your tactics and how you use them is the differentiator in success. And you can see that if you go through every league. Like, teams that you look at and go, Jesus Christ, that's a strong team, yet they don't perform well.
Bottom. Yeah.
I do agree. I don't want to. I wouldn't want them to do it, but it'd be quite good if they did it as part of a training
advantage,
thing.
though, doesn't it? Because we put in the time, it gives us the advantage.
Yeah, true.
Kind of takes out that advantage.
But they could do it as examples, couldn't they?
Counterpoint.
Because people do ask, "What does this do?" So
Yeah.
it'd be good to find a way to do that. So if you put someone on, more direct or more whatever, or if you combine them this way, you can get a player playing this way. As like part of a tutorial when you first get your club. I don't know, something like that.
I don't think it should be MFL showing you how to do it, because if their engine changes and you haven't updated your guidance, your mid-list user confusion. There are similar parallels where you use experienced community members who are trusted by the owners of the whatever thing, and they get signed up for it. And I'm thinking of a game that I used to play quite a bit. I don't play that much anymore. Escape from Tarkov. It's quite a difficult game to get into if you're not used to it. It's very technical. But they have identified users in that space called Sherpas, and you can request to be paired up with a Sherpa, and you'll go into servers in games with that person talking you through what to do and how it works.
Oh, nice.
Now,
Nice.
is there something to that with this? Because we've got a big community, we've got a close community. There might be people who are willing to do that. But what if they did that? Okay, we're going to have a session on pre-season. We'll put you in a call with these sorts of agreed people. MFL can compensate those that are willing to give the time to do that. And you have a collective group of people on a call where, even if they, I don't know, can just type questions and stuff like that, doesn't matter. But you walk through things and talk through things, agreed agenda points, and they give their perspective. And the perspective is, this is what I do, this is what works for me, and why. And they can take on that information. If there's something to that where you bring the community into it to lead the community and support new players, I'm with that. As the owners, I don't think they should do it.
Okay.
They help facilitate how people get access to this stuff, which they already do by promoting content around it. They're already doing it. It's just, is there another layer to this? Maybe that's the thing. If they've got ambassadors already for the brand, is that an avenue that they can look into? That's how I would deal with it anyway. That's a much more... And who's better to sell a product than the consumer?
Yes. This is where sort of like the captains in Discord...
Yes.
Same
Same premise. Same premise.
The sort of people you
Same
want.
premise.
Yeah.
And do they have to compensate them with loads of stuff? No. It might be, I don't know. If you don't want to do monetary like MFL, you don't want to do that. Could it be pitch designs, specifically their one? Like, imagine if they ask you, Bruce, would you like to do that? And they'll give you a specific Mamba pitch design.
100% done already.
Exactly.
Done.
But you'd be willing to do that for a season, I don't know, 2 or 3 sessions. You'll do one pre-season, mid-season, end of season. And you can talk through the semantics of those parts of the season about what you do and how you manage as a result of. Because I field those questions all the time through Discord. I'm always happy to chat it. Totally fine. That's where that guy I've given a license to. He was really inquisitive and really wanting to ask questions and find it out and get teeth into it. Fine, let's do it.
Yeah.
No problem. That's how I deal with that. And then you can let people who are active in the community and are happy to do something like that do that. Are they going to expect Bruce to jump on and go through all the tactical analysis and exactly how to set up a tactic? Not necessarily. But could you walk them through general and nuances, answer questions? Exactly. And
It'd
it's just a back and forth.
It'd be easier than this than typing on fucking Discord, honestly.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, absolutely. So that's my take on these sorts of things, because I think it's interesting all the same. Like, I was listening to all the bits you were saying there, and I don't disagree. But at the same time as the inside forward, I looked at 2 or 3 other ways how I might set it up. Theoretically, but it depends on who you've got.
Yeah.
I've got 1 or 2 players similar to your guy, but my guys can also pass.
Yeah,
so
that's the problem.
Restricting the passing is also a query. There's lots of nuance to it. There's loads and loads and loads, and it depends who you've got. And also the level you're competing at.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else on that subject, boys, before we move things forward?
Like I said, those were the 2 that were requested, so I did it, but I love doing that shit. So,
Cool.
if we wanted to do them in the future when we've got off weeks, I'm quite happy to do it. I love it.
Cool. I'm just loading up because
I should
next
do it for
point.
fucking YouTube content, but I just can't be asked to edit videos right now.
That's
I
fair
should
enough.
just do this on my channel and just like, oh, here's deep lying forward this week, and I just can't be asked to edit.
So, next thing we've got is the showcase of players, rising stars, player progression. I did it all last week.
Yeah.
Nothing really changed from last week to this week. Anybody else got anything they want to share before I start showing the community ones that we got listed in?
I mean, I've got all the community ones open as separate tabs. I don't know if you've got them open in separate tabs.
I have, yes. Yeah, I have,
I just want to show a couple of things, if that's all right on mine.
Go for it. Go for it, mate.
Just to answer a couple of questions that have been on in the Discord recently as well, where people are wondering a few things. So, I think we covered Hursty last week in terms of his progression going up really nice. I've got another guy that started creeping up at the end. This guy, he's had pretty good progression along the way. This is what I want to show. Like we always say, don't discard these people. Like 70, 48, whatever there, and he's gone up all that way up, and he's still got another season in Dev as well. But I want to show I had a few people querying around a couple of players, and like I was talking about it earlier. So like this guy here, he was again one of those low whatever, 2-1, and again he's gone up quite nicely. Only his second season in, and it's a moment in time now, but if you look at where it's saying he is, kind of like 5, that's just on using this one website now. Obviously, anything can change. He's got a lot of his career ahead of him as well. So, that I'm just showing some examples of where they worked out, and then I've got another example I'll show as well, which is this guy here. I've got loads of them, but I'll just show another one. Again, I think this one was less, and he's gone from there, boom, boom. He's got one more season in Dev, and again, similar to what I was just showing there, he's a little bit less, probably just because of his positions. So, one thing is just don't discard those low people. But when you question about different ways of playing, there's a million different ways you can play MFL, and taking some of those at the bottom, if you love progression, is the least risk potential reward way of doing it. If you have the time and effort to wait for the market to give you them, and the waiting of the 4 seasons for them to come out. Go on, Bruce.
The thing that's beautiful about it is, for some people, Spark might be their version of Diamond. You don't have to get to Diamond to be successful. Spark might be your ceiling. Yeah. And you're like, I just want to spend low. Spark is my Diamond level. That's so many ways. You don't have to be in Diamond to be at the top, if you know what I mean. Success is your own vision, your own circumstances, So
I said exactly similar to that earlier on when I was on with McBride. Exactly the same thing. Like my dockside might already be at their peak. And that's fine, because it's about time, investment, player progression, all those types of things, and then everything below it. Like we were saying, I think I was saying earlier on the club promo at the minute, the 20 quid back, you could fill the whole squad.
Yeah.
And with some decent young players, and just find your feet, and then your club's yours forever, like Mr. K used to say, until you want to get rid of it. So, and again, challenging at those things is still cool. It's still fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, completely agree. So, go through some of the community submitted progression pieces. I have no idea who's in what order, like who they own. It will show me on their profile, won't it? Let me have a quick look.
Yeah, the only one that's changed Hern Ducey, I think.
Cool.
I think he's the only one that's changed.
Here we have got, I'm just looking to where to put the camera thing for me, because it's in the way. Yeah, we've got this chap from SR Monkey. As you can see, he's progressing this season. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 this season, maybe 6. Tier broke, and he's shot up again this year. Nice. So Joaquin Sanchez, right wing, left wing striker. Would he be any good as a striker? Yeah, he's probably not bad as a striker, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks pretty decent as a striker. I have no idea how good, but he must have been out on loan, because that's not one of his teams. Playing in Stone this season, 8 goals, 4 assists, 18 appearances. Quite steady that, but decent progression. Yeah. He's a either killing it in Stone type player now, or a decent level player in Iron.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for that chap.
If he's got more fucking progression, I'd put him in Iron and hope he goes up. Like, honestly, next, because that's amazing progression for this season.
I'd say so. Next, we've got Kevlars. He's got Hassan Leskovsek.
I get these fucking players.
26-year-old centre-back, 6'4". I do like seeing those things. He's a little bit fast. He's 95 centre pace for centre-back. 86 defence, 83 physical. Passing comes into this as well. It's probably the only thing holding him back right now is the passing.
That's
But
mad.
yeah, over the course of the season, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 over the course of the season, taking him up to 83 rated. Ticking along very nicely. He looks like he's been out on loan again this season, playing
Oh,
in
no, I think that's one
Stone.
of Kev's team. That's one of Kev's teams.
Is that one of Kev's teams?
I'm pretty
Out
sure,
in
yeah.
Stone now, but here, that's put very high level iron / just competing in bronze.
Yeah.
Sort of level player now. Very nice. And only 26 as well. I know he's newer ID, but looking very, very nice. We've got Dirk Legrand from DQ Smooth.
Oh, no. No.
Press F for his pay respects, boys, because we won't see him again after the pod.
That's such a shame. That is such a shame.
79 rated in his final season. He decided it was time to grow. So 1, 2, 3, plus 3 for the season. It looks like he's had a solid history. If you look at his average rating over the course of his career, that's pretty solid. He's averaging about a 7, maybe 6.9-ish. Playing in Stone this season by the looks. No, Ice. He's had a Stone playoff in Ice, so I do believe from messages I've been seeing, I believe he's got promoted with this club. Solid work. Nice to see Dirk Legend. We will see you in another lifetime. We've got Eisman, who've been in touch with this chap. We've got a 26-year-old left mid, right mid, currently for sale for $30 if you're interested. 26-year-old, he's newer ID, 72 rated. This season he's gone plus 1, 2, 3 over the course of the season. Can't look at the stats there. We're looking at stats-wise. Physical this season, it's jumped up last season in particular. Dribbling, a little bit. Passing, that's where he's got it. He's shot up in passing, that's nice. Shooting a little bit. Pace, nice jump in pace and passing, that's nice. We like to see. Defence does factor into a degree. Yeah, not bad overall spread there. So there we got Albino Cesarelli. I'll go with.
I'd say
that. We've got from Rory a 90 rated left back who has done very nicely this season. We can see him here. 29 Lucian Hajjuk, I'll go with. But left back 6'5", 84 pace, 90 dribbling, 98 defending, 75 physical. But this year he's gone, 1, 2, 3, 4. Went up 4, so 86 to 90 rated, playing in gold this year. Only got a 6.6 rating, but I know that's a tight league.
Yeah,
that was a tight league. I was in that league with the Dow team. It was a very competitive league, and I do believe it was the last game of the season that knocked him away from the relegation playoffs with what I would argue was a little bit of funny business with his other relegation rival and the opponent they played. Made no sense. I queried it. Anywho, we'll go over to Fortress. He's got Eugene Peltier here, 24-year-old French striker. He has gone bonkers from 54 rated last season to start this season being 63. And this season he's gone from 63 all the way up to 74. So he's on a bit of a burner, plus 11 for this season. Shall we have a look at the stats? Oh my goodness.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
let's take that one off and let's have a quick nosy at what he's been doing. Physical. Nice jump there. Look at that all that season. Let's dribbling on.
Oh my god!
He's learnt how to dribble. Passing. Also learnt how to pass.
This is going to be all of them, innit?
Shooting's gone up a bit. Started out of 50 shooting and he's now up to, what's that, about 73, 74. Pace. Nice little jumps here and there. And as always, token every bit of defending. That's what we like to see. So that was the last one for the community sharing. Guys, if you want to share any of your highly developing players, obviously we won't have them for next week because we won't have training back underway yet because training hasn't started yet. I miss it already. But that leaves us to round off with community questions. So, first one is for you, Root. Shock horror, this one. You'll be really surprised on the subject matter here. Slippery fish. Where will you holiday next, Root?
Somewhere in Spain, I imagine.
Cool. I would personally have asked when, but we'll go with where. That's fine.
Within the next 2.5 months.
Palmer's asking, when is the next GeoGuessr? I don't sort of triangulate what's going on with this one. So, Root, any ideas? How often are we doing them?
They'll go out, I think, every Thursday or Friday and then finish on a Sunday.
Cool. So 1 a week is we're looking
Yes.
at. Cool. That's fine. Kismarlo, without giving too much away, what's your assessment of the new engine? I feel like we've covered it to a degree, but is there anything in addition? Anything that is jumping out at you as behaving very differently that will affect your squad building, etc.? No.
No, it's very similar. It's very, very similar.
From a little bit of testing, I think you can probably try a few different formations as well. Some that I didn't think would work at all this season seem to be viable this season. A little bit more at the moment, but we're early days. And if you want to hit towards that, some three at the backs look like you could use them.
Yeah.
Depends how you set them up.
Yeah.
We've got Glitchdoll, obviously your partner, Mr. Bruce. What are your thoughts regarding content creators / bigger agencies stacking teams in the lower leagues? Do you think it is harming new player retention?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it because we can't tell people how to play, and some people want to. But I do see how it would affect new players.
I'm
Like,
also
if they
not a
come
new
into-
player.
You are?
I'm also not a new player, so I look at that and go, well, it doesn't mean I'm used to it,
Yeah.
but I'm also not the current generation of new player.
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying, though. I can see
Yeah,
from that
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah, I think it's difficult. Did have a conversation about this a few episodes back, maybe very, very briefly. It's very hard to even introduce limits, isn't it? I think I love what they've done with the Flint division in the other strand off this
staff
season,
league.
where 54 or under. I think that's great. Whether it's putting people off, I think where the market is at the minute, maybe not too much, but I do think it has an ability to do it because, like you say, when I was saying about on the current promo where you get your promo, got the $20, you can stack a team, but they're only going to be very old limited players or very or common players. You're not going to challenge to get out of Flint. So, and we need these new players that come in with that first club in Flint to be able to try and win against people.
Yeah.
But it is hard to put barriers on at the top, so it's very, very difficult. So yeah, I think we go back to what we said before, where you almost need to have an ability to have two strands, two ways of playing or multiple ways of playing. One where it's kind of like if you want to stack to get to the top, come in and do it. But one where you almost go in these divisions, and like we said before, you don't have to have a hard limit. You could go, you're 80% of your team's got to be 54 under to start with, and you can have X over it, 3 over it. I don't know how they would do it, but so I partly do think it's hindering something, because like I said last time, if you get a Flint team now, unless you're going to put it even some uncommons in it, maybe, but certainly top limiteds, you ain't getting out of Flint. You need top limiteds in there to get out of Flint.
I mean, you saw the team I had in Flint that Andy had is good at. They were all like, there was a lot of top 64 rated limiteds, and that came second.
Yeah,
and I don't
that's what
even
I mean.
think that was a stacked league. Like,
No.
imagine if I was in a stacked league. Like,
Exactly. And a lot of people coming in will want to go and just... They might not even want to loan because loaning's a bit all over. You can go on auto accept, but unless you're familiar with the terms and how it works, you can get stung. And like you say, I think at the minute, if they're going $80 for a new club, 20 back, you can go on the market by $21 players quite easily to make any team in any formation you want quite easily and figure it all out. And at the end of it, in the grand scheme of it, if it wasn't for you, you'd probably be able to sell that club for circa 50 when it's finished. So you've lost $20, give or take in a roundabout way. Do you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. Because you tell your players as well, and some of them might progress. I'm not going into all the weeds of the DL. I know that math is off, but you get my point. So you're not going to be too far away from where you started.
But going back to that conversation we had a bit earlier about sort of mentoring, things like that.
I like that.
That's the perfect sort of content to talk about the loan market, how to go about it. And people can sign up for this through MFL of, they're going to put on these sessions, here are the dates, are you interested? Google form it, and the MFL can liaise with the person, you're happy to put something on, this is how we can do it, how do you want to do it? Like, I think you've got your Amreezes, you've got your Jimbos, you've got the Ramble chaps, you've got loads of people doing stuff, they've got their ambassadors.
Yeah.
Like, it could easily be worked into there. So yeah, I think there's so much opportunity for these things that you can just get people getting that an experienced player's take on this.
Yeah.
It's not this is how to play. This is someone else's take who's experienced in playing the game, and that's how you go from there. Because I've had people messaging me about the loan market, and I taught them through it, what I would do, or what's the best way to go about it, so you're not signing over a most of your club. And also sometimes perspective, like if you hire up, there's nothing to say. There's nothing wrong with loaning. I understand not wanting to give away loads of rev share, but what are your ambitions? And if you finish 5 places higher in a league, but you're giving away 25%, are you better off? You'd be surprised sometimes when you start looking at it.
I think there must be quite a lot of people that are registered that are in at least the MFL Discord, because I think they've got like 4,000. So there must be that. So it's just about that awareness piece, and there are obviously the other Discords out there. But everyone will help, even with, like you say, with loans and with transfers, and even with club delegation now. So the club staff, there's lots of ways to do it. But I think to answer Glitchdog's point,
I just have a quick point before we move on from it. I think, because I saw someone suggest maybe Flint should all be like the staff league where it's all 54. I think the problem with that is if you just made Flint all commons and below, and where the fuck are all your low limiteds going to go? They're going to replace what the commons are now. But, an extra little side, because I'd love the idea of fucking bigger leagues. I'd love the idea of that, like bigger leagues, more teams. But not on the actual pyramid, like. No.
And let's be honest, if they did that and limited it only at 54 in the main thing, well, we're all just going to stack at 54.
Yeah.
So you're always going to still stack.
Everyone's going for the outer position increased players.
So
everyone's going to try and play the system.
There's just no point.
Do it.
There's no point.
Yeah.
So
I hope they keep. There's nothing we can do that, but
I hope they keep the staff league for next season. I like the idea.
Yeah,
I like the idea of making it that, but then if it comes to fruition and it's working really well, why not let anyone only have one in that league, and then every person in the user base is going to have a Flint license.
Agreed.
100%.
And everyone will be happy to run commons for a bit of a lottery ticket
100%.
and have all these extra games. Yeah, why not?
But let me get all my common players first.
but for now, people will go buy those common packs and sort of have a bit of a lottery ticket, or they come out of dev jail, they haven't got as far, and they've got somewhere to play them and loan them or whatever. But I think everyone would be willing to probably have a Flint team in a very just constantly moving around, churning league with all these games,
especially
and that just be
the
20%
XP bonus. Especially
absolutely.
Like, everyone's going
to all those 20-year-olds are just running there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it'd get more exposure, wouldn't it? Because you'd talk about it a lot more.
What I would say about that extra 20%, view it as you're playing them, but they've got 4 years in the dev centre if they play there for 4 seasons. Yep. It's not that over the course of their career they will get better. No, they'll just reach their potential sooner.
Correct.
It's not like they get extra overall. No. It's just optimising. That's all it's doing.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
I think it's a nice idea, and I think it's a good idea to introduce it to try and make it a caveat to bring new people in. I think that's a nice segue in, and they've got lots of different initiatives they're currently doing to do that. Maybe there's an option there to do something, because if they did that, I might consider having a Flint license in there for the crack. Probably not at the moment, given where I'm trying to go, but longer term, maybe. But anyway, that's all the questions, chaps. That brings us to the end of this week's pod. I'll just take a moment to apologise to James that your cardio... Well, actually, no. You're welcome, James. Take it easy on yourself for a change. Yeah. Stop abusing yourself and then looking to post on Discord. You're like those people who take selfies on Discord where they show themselves at the gym, but you notice they're not sweating in the slightest, and you're like... Question mark. But anyway, you're doing that, the posy sort of thing with Alex. Because I go to the gym most days. You don't see me posting about it all the time. Anyway, well done for running. But yes, this week's won't be as long a run, I'm afraid, Hammers. So you'll have to go do some extra work, I'm afraid. Just go fit in an extra triathlon while you're at it, just for the crack. But then be texting everyone while you're getting in the pool. But otherwise, enough hammer shade. Boys, anything you want to sign off with before we call it quits?
No. All good. Looking forward to the packed up stream. Yeah. Looking forward to getting my teams ready for next season.
Excellent. Love you, Hammers. And also, just for the record, before we leave, just for everyone else's benefit. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week. Good luck with Rollover Day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.